dropping all these videos on YouTube as well. So while that's going, we're gonna go ahead and get into this. So we're gonna go over the personal approach. And after the personal approach, we're gonna have day of week. Control Alt 1. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do that. So after day of the week, we're gonna have IPDA, True Day, Control Alt 1. Yeah, there we go. Check and see this. IPDA. Okay. Let me mute myself. True Day. All right. So after this, we are going to have the time of day kill zones. Control Alt 1. Man, this is a finger killer, man. That Control Alt 1. We gonna call this flout. You feel me? It's clout, but it's for the market, so it's flout. All right. We gonna have this Asian. Okay. Control Alt 1. All right. Asian. Control Alt 1. Asian range. All right, this next one, Control Alt 1. CBDR. Does anybody know what CB? Isaiah, I'm not expecting you to know what this is. Mr. Warden, I choose you. Do you know what CBDR is?
I wouldn't. Consumer. I don't know.
I got you. So it's central bank dealers range.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. I got you. We're gonna go over it, bro. We're gonna go over it. It depending on if it's gonna be this week or next week, but we're gonna go over it for real. We're probably gonna go over 3 this week. And then I don't know, probably I think on Wednesday. Today's Monday, right? Man, my days get something. Okay, today's Monday. So on Wednesday, we're probably gonna do a temperature check. Probably gonna do something around 7, 8 p.m. at night. Do a temperature check and just see what's going on. How do we feel about the market? And what can we expect for the rest of the week? So now we have intraday profiles. Boom, boom, boom. We're gonna do PD array key levels. And ADR. ADR stands for average daily range projections. All right, so we're gonna get into the day. What we're gonna get in right now, we're gonna get into personal approach. So let me go ahead and what's this? Control Alt 8. Bet. So number 1, right? When it comes to the so the focus of this meeting, right, is we're going to determine the impact of the 4-hour perspective on a given asset or market. All right. After this, we're going to identify directional bias for the higher time frame, intraday, 4-hour charts. Then we're going to classify the PD arrays accurately to assist in key levels. After this, we're going to complete an institutional analysis on a 4-hour basis. Man, I am messing this up. All right. You know how when you type a lot, your forearms just start getting sore. Yeah, it's finna be. Yeah, this finna go crazy. All right, so the day of the week. All right, so look. So first, before we get into the day of the week, right, determine the impact of the 4-hour perspective on a given asset or market. So we're going from the 4-hour, as you see in the title, all the way down to the 5-minute, right? So we go to the 4-hour to look at PD arrays, look at the trend. We go on an hour, do the same thing, go on a 15-minute chart to start. We scale down to the 30 or 15-minute chart. I'm gonna be completely real with you. I've been trading for 7 years and I have never looked at there's probably one time where I've ever looked at the 30-minute chart. The 30-minute chart, it just doesn't give enough for me, personally. But I will tell you the 15-minute chart, extremely great for finding your entries. And your 5-minute chart, extremely great to find the precision of your entries. Like you can pinpoint that entry on the T on the 5-minute chart. You can say, hey, it literally just touched this order block. All right, boom, I'm in for the sale. All right, we go ahead and let's. All right, we are not in nothing right now. Okay, cool. Just had a squirrel moment. I had to make sure I was out of all my trades. All right, so after that, we're gonna identify the direction of bias for the higher time frame intraday 4-hour chart. All right. After that, we're gonna classify the PD arrays accurately to assist in key levels. Okay. So key levels, extremely simple. PD array, extremely simple. We're gonna break it down and complete an institutional analysis on a 4-hour basis. So day of the week, we'll probably let's do 3. Let's see how we feel after 3. Let's go from there. All right, day of the week, control shift 8. All right. So I'm not gonna talk for a brief minute. I'm gonna type all of this out and then I'm gonna go ahead and then I'll explain it. All right. So next week I'll kind of pre-type everything out and then so we can just go over it. Write that in caps. I need y'all to pay attention to this right here. So everything that I type is gonna be vice versa. So if I type something in for a if I type something in for the buy side, it's gonna be the same way for the sell side. If I type something for the sell side, it'll be the same thing for the buy side. right. So MTW stands for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thank thank you. All right. So okay, cool. All right. So clear up some stuff. This is just all right. Okay, cool. So, using a daily, weekly, and monthly analysis, I look for reasons to trade in that higher time frame directional bias. So, going in with the daily, going in with the 4 hour, we can even go as far as the weekly. Looking at the weekly is amazing, but no. So if I'm bearish on the higher time frame, I look for shorts on Mondays, right? So, for example, let's go here, right? So to get this, but if I am bearish, excuse me, all right. So, for example, the higher time frames, I'm gonna be honest on gold. So look, this is my thing. I want gold personally. I feel amazing if gold reached in here. If gold actually reached in there, I'd feel complete. So we can sell this thing off. So right now, I'm bullish on gold. Absolutely. 1 second
Yeah,
for me.
that was what we were talking about in that market structure class because you look at these big aggressive moves, and that aggressive move took out the previous high. So that was the area of buyers, and it retraced back down to that area.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
like. I Gold's been going crazy, and the Fed still left like 3 rate cuts on the table, and I'm like, man, if they cut a rate, then gold's gonna go through the roof. But I'm like, man, we are buying at a premium right now, though. So it's like,
Overall, yeah, we really are, bro. Look at that.
so it's kind of scary.
Absolutely. Let me see. Do we have anybody? All right, just checking to see if we have anybody live. All right. Um. So yeah, we're buying at a deep premium, but we're at an extremely high premium. But still, if the market comes and reaches in here, we can definitely look to sell this off. But this may happen later on in the week. So, right. So just short term thinking, market may come in here within tonight for London session, and then we can look to actually probably buy this. This is just some Fibonacci retracement on it. Hopefully, it coincides with one of our entries with this. So this can actually coincide with the 62. We can look to buy in here, take it here, probably today and tomorrow, and then tomorrow it may make a pattern in here and sink down. So that's just I just look at what the market has given us. All right, so that's probably gonna be okay. That'll be a cool setup. Um, so I if I'm bullish on the higher time frames, I look for longs on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. So if I'm expecting, okay, so here's the great thing about this. Um, you can be wrong. That's an amazing thing because if you're wrong and you catch that you're wrong, you can catch it on the other side. Like you can be successful trading the other direction, but if you are incorrect on your bias, all right. So like this last point says, it says if I'm expecting the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday influence, and it does not materialize, I look for the late week scenarios Thursday and Friday. At the economic calendars will assist in this. Now, reason why we say the economic calendars will assist in this. Give me 1 second. Always towards the end of the week. It's tomorrow. Thursday, I bet you's gonna go crazy. Yup, you got a whole bunch of red voters on Thursday. All right, and Friday, it might be, yeah, it's light on the red folders. All right, but Thursday, unemployment claims, final GDP, that's gonna look real nice. All right, consumer sentiment, that's gonna look real nice. All right.
Man, I would say bullish, which I don't want to get into trying to guess reports, but the way we're printing money and all this crap, there should be no reason why that GDP doesn't come out green.
Mm-hmm. So let's go ahead and let's look here. So now we're gonna go over IPTA, the true day. This is gonna be real quick. Let's get it out the way. All right. All right. Control Shift 8. All right. The all right. I want you to pay attention to this one right here. Of the daily volume to Dustin, you're on Eastern time, right?
No, I'm central.
Okay, cool. That's great. 2 a.m. 9. Hayes, stop. Thank you. 9 a.m. All right. Okay. Just like this is, we look for the higher time frame analysis within the hours defined by a true day. The bulk of the trading volume is between 2 a.m. and 9 a.m. So this is between London session and around 8 a.m. to 8:30 when it comes to what is it? New York session open. So I want to go ahead and look at something right quick. This don't mind me. I'm just looking at this. I just want to see if this did what I wanted to do.
Man, I heard the guy that was teaching that market structure class, he always points out the 8:30 candle. So he's in New York, so he calls it the 9:30 candle. But I was like, man, I need to pay more attention to see what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that 8:30 candle, man, it started wicking out. It started doing some crazy stuff. So, um, there's a lot of orders that's put in at literally 8:30 when the market opens. So personally, from my experience of trading, I tend to stay out of the market at literally at 8:30, probably 8:35, 8:45, looking to get in and execute on something. But at 8:30 or maybe 9 o'clock, 9:30 at the latest, I'm looking to execute on something. But 8:30 to 8:45, I'm sitting on my hands and I'm just watching the market just jump up and down. I'm talking about I will watch the market shake it like a salt shaker before I decide to get in. It gotta hit one of these PDA rates. It gotta hit one of these institutional reference points before it causes me to get in. Um, Cause man, I tell you, I done seen some spooky stuff happen at I do not want no negativity on this call, but I'm gonna speak from my experience. Man, I remember when we were training at a movie theater. Man, one of my mentors they rented out a movie theater for the whole team, and we traded at it. Man, we traded at 8:30 in the morning, and when I tell you, I lost probably 20 to 50% of my account. That 8:30 candle ain't nothing to play with. Pay attention to it, but don't execute on it, and don't execute prematurely.
That's another thing I've been doing is go over. Uh, like I finally figured it out on TradingView, but Sway Markets has it too. If you go to the price and right click, go to the bottom, you can turn on the candle countdown, and
Yeah,
I wait for the close. Like, and I got my timer set up, and I'm like, because with them price points, man, I need to see something close below a certain price point before it's like, okay, this thing's pushing down, or
absolutely. Yeah. Let me see. We're gonna do one more, and then we're gonna tap out, and we're gonna look at some chart work a little bit. All right. 1 second, y'all. All right, we're back. Okay. So this will help. This will help us out a lot. So Oof. Um, Actually, we're gonna do one more after this. Bless you. Okay, cool. That's good. That's good. So, both of these are vice versa. So, if you look for a setup in London, um, if you look for a, what is it? So when you look for a buy, you aim for the low of the day to happen in London, and then if you're wrong, you'll just look to reposition at New York, and just vice versa. If you're looking for a London open kill zone, you aim for the high of the day. Because okay, so the next one I want to cover is Asian range. Then you will kind of see why these time of the day kill zones make sense. But if you're looking, because with Asian you really can't explain London without explaining the Asian session, because Asian session, right? Like let's say markets just open. You got Asian session. Asian session is consolidating. Consolidating means that it's moving sideways. It's not moving. So whenever the market's in this little box and it's just like it's just moving in that little box, what will happen is if you're looking for a sale or if the market wants to sell off, usually going into London, it'll kind of it'll consolidate, and then going into London, it'll boop, it'll make a it'll have bullish momentum. It'll go up, tack that top, go up again, tack the top up again, make kind of a pattern, and then that pattern is the high of the day. And with that high of the day, you look to enter that high of the day may happen around 2 o'clock, 2:30, maybe 2:45 in that area, 2:35, 2:45 a.m. Hey, I'm looking to sell this thing. Boom, you sell it, and it'll clear Asian sensors right here. That high is right here. Excuse me, but that high is right here. You look to, I'm talking about the market will clear that high. It'll smooth, shoot past it, test again, shoot lower, test again, shoot lower, test it again. I wish y'all could see like all the lowers that, cause it'll really move. Let me see if I can share this with you on the whiteboard. Okay, so just roll with me. I'm gonna make this black. All right, all right. So this is kind of Asian session going into London session. The market will whoop, attack the high, whoop, attack the high, whoop, make a pattern, come here, boom, come here, boom, come here. And then this will be kind of New York, and it may clear like the middle of that range and consolidate for the rest of the time. And then it'll consolidate, make that pattern again, especially if it's in the bearish trend. All right. That's kind of like what this, and granted, this may look like a whole bunch of scribble scratch, but this is how the market really operates. All right. I want to cover one more, then we'll be out of here. Okay. All right. We're gonna skip flout. We're gonna skip flop. We're gonna go to Asian range. All right. Boom. All right. If my bad. All right, cool. That's about it. That's gonna be it for today. All right. So let me break it down just a little bit. All right. So it says if my higher time frame analysis. So to break this down in a nutshell, and I'm gonna share this with y'all as well. But to break this down in a nutshell, let's trash this. If we're looking to buy, this is Asian range. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me do this with my finger. All right, this is Asian range. Excuse me. All right, this is consolidation. The market will go down, make a pattern, come up, up, up. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me do this. Let me do it like this, just so you can have a better visual. So it'll consolidate, go down, go down, go down, make a pattern, come up, 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 consolidate. It may come even lower. All right. Hold up. Pause. So snap. All right. And this is on the buy. It'll make that pattern come up, come up, come up. All right. On a sell, it'll make this. It'll consolidate for Asian session. Come up, make a pattern. Come down, come down, come down. So this Asian range is literally, you want to see what happens after that Asian range. If you're trading London session, you want to see what happens after that Asian range. After the Asian range, if the market attacks the high, you look for sales. If after the Asian range, if you're here for London, if the market attacks the low, you look for buys. Breaking it down as simple as possible. All right. Now let's tap in with this here. US 30 fell. Okay. Haven't looked at oil in a minute. Oil got some time to come up, man. That's just the most recent order block that I just marked. I just want to see what's gonna happen around this area. That's about it. I don't know. Something just told me to look at oil. It was the spirit that told me to look at oil. GPJPY still on its up and up. Waiting for the Japanese yen to gain tremendous strength. Let's look on a 4 hour. Looks like we have a mitigation block. We got one high that's higher than the other. Let's look on the hour chart. Yeah, we got one high that's higher than the other. So with GJ, we're gonna see what happens in here. This push up should actually happen tonight. I push up. It's literally is I think it's just 20 pips. Excuse me. Oh, 192. That's 100 pips. Boy, that thing happened tonight, boy, I'm gonna act a fool. But that's GBP JPY. GBP JPY, the market will what I am suspecting is that the market will probably come to some area back within this consolidation range to test this high or to test this previous old high, which is now a new low. After it does that, we're gonna
That
look.
that's the area that you marked to the right of your fulcrum point, that green indecision candle. That's kind of the basing that they were talking about in that market structure class. Kind of like there is an indecision there. Uh,
Over here,
to the
or
right, there. This where the sell started. There's a green indecision candle to the right of the fulcrum point. It's in your highlighted area.
you talking about this one right here?
Yeah.
Mm.
So like it drop base drop. That's kind of what they were talking about. How there's a usually an indecision candle signaling that there was a battle there, and then the sellers basically proved that they were overpowering that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's good money. Mm-hmm. What am I looking for? Dang, I cannot find what I'm looking for. Man, this is throwing me back when we used to do harmonics, man. We used to Hold up. Like, cause something like this, man. This would be like a harmonic pattern, man. Back when we was with the company, and I finally learned how to do this. I think that this would be like a bat pattern or something like that, man. And then the take profit. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm having a throwback moment. Then the take profit will be the Fibonacci levels over here. Hold on, let me delete this. This other fib that I'm gonna put back on that fib. But you was literally just catching the retracement of these particular trades, and then the first take profit would be at 382, 50%, 62. And then literally every time it hit that neckline, I would just wonder why the market was falling, and it would keep falling and falling. Man, that's good memories, man. Anyway, forget them harmonics.
Yeah, forget that. That looked like a whole nother can of worms right there.
Man, I'm telling you it is, man. I'm telling Man, we had took so much time, man, studying this stuff, man. It just everything else is just good memories at this point. Trust me, I would never show y'all harmonics. That is too complicated. Well, what I'm showing y'all is actually more complicated than that, but that's just it's a waste of time. Expecting what is this? Probably expecting a GBP JPY to sell off in here, and then eventually reach for this low. GBP USD still consolidating, so I'm not even gonna make a educated guess on that. I'm just gonna let this thing do whatever it gotta do. But as for my baby, XAUUSD, sheesh, that little baby right there. I actually, there's nothing that's saying that this cannot rise higher to eventually fall over. And granted, there's a lot going on with gold right now, but it got a lot of traction to just come back from. And I think this right here is the start of a seasonal tendency. So it's start of a bearish seasonal tendency. So the market comes back up here, comes back down, probably for it sells off for the next 3 months. We'll be some pretty rich folk.
Yeah, it hasn't had any like real correction. It's just been up.
Just been up, bro. That's it.
And then that bear I know I remember July is usually the dollar's bearish seasonal tendency.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So we're going into that too.
Especially, man, I mean, unless they take it off the table, I think June is when our first rate cut might happen. And whenever if they cut the rates 3 times, dude, we're gonna see gold just that thing's gonna be an astronaut. Especially it's already at the 22, which it sell first, but they started the year there was 6 rate cuts on the table, and they've taken 3 of them away because we're still seeing inflation.
Yeah. So let me see. Let me see. But yeah, man. Hey, Mr. Warren, I want you to continue to look at the news because you are our news guy. I appreciate that.
Man, I'm on. So I got my Forex factory set up with tickers. I figured out how to do that, and I have like a USD row, a JP row, and then my third one is just kind of like random ones. But I use it for momentum. You'll look and see like if it's all green, then and it's a little bit. It's kind of a cheat code way to like, okay, well there's your institutional order flow. We're green on the 15 minute, the 30 minute, the 1 hour,
Uh-huh.
but that can also change real quick, especially. But so Scotia Bank's a good one, FX Live, and FX Street.
Uh-huh.
A lot of that stuff, man. I wish I understood it more because you start reading, it's just like a bunch of gibberish. Like I don't know what all this
You like
means.
that?
But I know what a rate cut is, but
Yeah.
that's start talking about job numbers and goods and things like that.
Yeah. So
Man, I actually just found out too that there's a crude oil report like every Thursday that some people in that class. They trade that report I think it's every Thursday. It's once a week. I just can't remember for sure what day it is.
Mm-hmm. Well, look, you find out and you let me know, my guy, because you are that guy when it comes to this. But yeah, um,
With these
are
price
there,
points, man, I've started going like with the higher price points. You have a little bit deeper stop loss, man, but it kind of takes news out of it. Like you're literally just swing trading. You got a little bit deeper of a stop loss, so it's like you can have news go against you, and you
still be
still.
good? Yeah, that's interesting, bro. Do y'all have any questions about this call today?
I got a question.
What's up, bro?
When you're looking at the uh, Sway Markets account,
Yes, sir.
what demo account do you guys use?
So glad you asked that. So I think it's the ECN. Hold up, pause. All right, hold up. Accounts. So on the Sway Markets, are you on your laptop right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you'll press hold up. So you'll press add a demo account. The demo ECN. So that's the one I use. It's a 1 to 500 leverage, meaning that for every dollar you have $500 to trade with. Um, and create your account, create your password. I mean, create US dollar, and then after you made your account, you actually so boom. So after you made your account, you can actually go ahead and click the demo account. You can click the demo account part, and then there's a place where you can have where it says password. You can click change, and you can change this password to anything that you want.
Okay. When it says deposit to demo account, you just put whatever kind of number you want, or is that
Right.
like an account?
So you can press deposit, and then it says deposit the amount to deposit to demo account. You can start off with 1,000. You can start off with 100. You can start off with 250, whatever you want. I tell everybody start off with 1,000. Make this number. Well, I make the amount of money that you're gonna deposit reasonable to what you're gonna put in, or
Gotcha.
kind of similar to what you're gonna put in, so that you can actually mentally see the lot sizes that you're going to be taking and also the hmm, yeah for the most part the lot size that you're going to be taking, so you're not like shaking up whenever you start your live account with X amount of money and then you know you're not surprised.
I got you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool deal.
So and then your account should look something like this. So at the bottom, let's say you get into a trade 0.01. Hold on, pause. Point. Okay, so you get into a trade. The amount that you're gonna put in is always right here, or you can click buy, and then you can click buy at whatever point you want. The symbol is right here. Your lot size. You can edit your lot size right here. So if you want to do a 1.00, or if you just want to do a point zero 0.01, you can do that. And then it'll tell you the margin impact that it'll have on you, plus the plus spread, profit and loss, 90 cents. So you look right here. This will be impacted 90%. I mean 90 cents of you getting in whatever trade you get in. All right. You can sell, buy, edit your stop loss, and after you send it, it'll make a beautiful little sound that sounds like this. I'm still figuring out how to change that sound because I ain't gonna lie to you, I really don't like it. But play sound, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can switch the sound. So it can actually, you know, just be different. I like being different. Don't judge me. Um, but yeah, and then what I like about this is you have a trading dashboard. All right, hold up, pause. All right, so you have a trading dashboard, which it'll tell you your total profit and loss. It'll tell you your risk reward ratio. It'll tell you based off of the amount of money you put in your account, what percentage return you have so far. I think this account it started with $1,000 and I have 127% return on investment. All right. After that, my win rate is at 63%. Max drawdown 56%. That's a lot. That's a big drawdown. But and then it'll tell you your oh snap! I didn't accidentally ended the whatchamacallit. All right, it'll kind of tell you everything else like this. Ripple, I've lost on some trades. I've won on some trades. Gold is kind of like I'm 50-50 GBP AUD. I lost 19% on this. My average losing trade negative $652. My average losing trade time hold was 49 hours. That's a long freaking time. All right. Um, but then there's your trading journal. This is what Mr. Ward was talking about because based off the profit or the losses that you make, you can actually tag it. You can tag oh excuse me. Hey. So you can tag this and say, hey, or this one right here, I profited $416. I can have a tag on it and say, this was out of impulse. This was an impulsive trade. I just hopped in, this trade, right? What is this? Hold on, let me make sure this is all history. All right. You say this trade right here. My tag is it's a strategy. All right. Right in here, I lost this based off of impulse. Oh, excuse me, I said strategy, but impulse. Let me delete this strategy. All right, cool. And then you can add a trade note like, hey, then look at the market. Was looking at social media traders and decided to take their trade and lost. All right, so now you have a note here so I really like this trading journal because you can be honest with yourself. You can really be honest with yourself. So I recommend that you practice. I'm finna close out this trade, and then you have a technical analysis part to where you have you can have a couple charts up. You can kind of use this like trading view. So like I just like the look of trading view so much more because it's cleaner, it's less laggy, it moves smooth. And other than that, yeah, I just like, and I'm very familiar with TradingView, so I'll still look on TradingView before I execute trades. But it's good because I like this because I can look at the trade that I'm in and continue to execute on it. And then, so whenever you get into a trade down here, if you scroll over it, this is your profit and loss. This is how much you're up or down. This is your lot size. This is your order, the side that you're on. It's the trade that you're in. This is the price that you entered at. And then this X is you can exit the trade out. close position, and then you can apply depending on how many lots you have on a trade. You can actually change that to where you say, "Hey, I just want to close out one lot, or I want to close out two lots, or whatever the case may be." But I'm just gonna go ahead and close this. Makes that cute little sound. I'm out.
Hey
So,
Warren, are the white candles, are those supposed to be dojis? Like if you look on your gold,
yeah, yeah.
because I zoomed in and I could see some body there, and I'm like, man, I haven't taken the time to really compare it to like Trading View to see if they were. I mean, it looks like it's accurate because the move that comes after is usually coincides with where the doji is.
Yeah.
But as I zoomed in, I was like, dude, there's still a little bit of body there, but I mean, they're white, they're not red or green or.
Yeah, I look at those as indecision candles. So yeah, dojis, stuff like that, man. So yeah, Isaiah, I hope that helped you, sir.
Yeah, it did.
With yes, sir, yes, sir. I'm grateful. My gratitude is through the roof. So, do y'all have any more questions about anything? I love this. I love when y'all ask questions. It makes me happy. No more questions. Y'all gonna make me sad like that. Okay. All right. Well, if y'all have any questions, feel free to text me, call me, whatever the case. Text me. I'll respond. But I hope y'all enjoy y'all day. I hope y'all enjoy your week. Like I said, we're gonna do a temperature check on Wednesday. We're gonna see because probably tomorrow morning I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna call some trades out. We're just gonna see how those go. Wednesday morning, I will be working, but I will call some trades out and stuff like that just to see how the market's looking. So, um, we'll just go from there. But much love to y'all, prosperity, the whole nine. I pray that y'all win. I pray that we all win these trades this week. I pray that we have a successful trading week. I pray that we continue to win, that we learn from our mistakes, and that we are successful. So much love to y'all. Y'all have an amazing day and have an amazing week. I'll talk to y'all Wednesday. Peace.